All right, this would be episode number 6. We've done Greek twice. Once against the AI, once against human, Egyptians, Norse, Atlanteans, up to Chinese now. Saint Seiya is 1310. He's going to play as Gaia. We're playing as Fuxi. Still going into our game plan of making units, adapting to what our opponent does, taking what they give us, and making sure that we have no weaknesses. All right, let's go. So, build order for China, things get a little bit more complicated with China. I'm gonna put my thing here. We're gonna come over onto this. Now, I'm actually quite glad we get this spawn. Because people go ahead and give you the like shared spawn as a default, like where you get to share the silo and share the gold mine, right? In this situation, we don't get to do that. So we've got some issues. So I'm going to sort that out. Basically, all we're going to do is get a house down, get a silo down, chop the wood until we get to a little over 150. And then we're going to put our next silo down onto the other side, and you're good to go. Alright. So at this point, it's the same sort of deal as before. I'm trying to focus as much on my scout as I can. It's actually even more important with the pioneer because you have this sky lantern going on. So now that we have this, I'm going to put my silo in a safe place behind my base here. This comes this way. Okay, let's run this way. We got Black Lotus there. Grab myself relics, boats, everything else. And as soon as we can afford this Kuafu, we build the Kuafu. I might have been one villager late there. I don't know. Anyways, not important. Okay, so now the next Kuafu comes over onto the gold mine. Unfortunately, I don't have my sky lantern, but that's what I want. I see a gold in the middle. Go this way. And as soon as we have this temple, we are good to go. If I can I grab those? I can steal those. You see, if you're not watching, you wouldn't be able to notice. They are potentially stealable. I'm not taking it easy on these guys. These guys are here to get their win. This way. Now we're gonna get our temple up. Oh. Huh? Oh, I screwed up. I thought I had the 150 wood. I guess I didn't. 1, 2, 3. Time for the next one. There we go. You come over to this. Come this way. And the panic has onset. No worries. Let's fix up all of this macro. Like I said, build orders don't matter. If you make a mistake, as long as you get to the next stage in a relatively half-decent amount of time, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Okay, so Sky Lantern this way. Now we can get our upgrade. We'll grab the Titan's treasure. Probably the best. Oh. Did he actually take that from underneath my nose? No. I just misclicked. I was about to get real upset. Okay, my Kuafu is now coming out. I probably need another house. And you can see the way that I'm building my base. I'm going to build it like this. I'm a little bit upset with how I built it already, but... Okay, I don't need this many villagers on food either, so we're going to take them over here. And... okay, we're going to get some more pioneers out. And all the villagers that come out are going to be moving from here over to here. I am literally just going to be trying to see if he is fighting me or if he is doing something else. So this pioneer comes over here and is going to drop the sky lanterns going straight up this side to see the town centers, and the other pioneers will be going their sky lanterns elsewhere. But either way, we are indeed going for a classical fight. We need to spend our resources. We're going to get another barracks up. End up getting upgrades. I probably should have got some upgrades here. Get some Dow swordsmen in. The house down over here. And you can see how safe my base is looking already. Okay, so we're just going to see with this sky lantern if that town center is up or not. And I'll grab this over here. Okay, here's going for the town center. So what this basically means now is we are on a timer. And this is an interesting concept. What we're going to do here is grab ourselves a cheeky little upgrade. And I don't want to allow this gold mine to get grabbed. I don't want to allow this gold mine to get grabbed. And I don't want to allow this gold mine to get grabbed. Anything else, I mean, I could go and harass something else. Like I could go and harass this food here. I could harass this food here. I could look for value all over the place. But realistically speaking here, I just don't want to allow him to be on these positions here. Now, I do have access to this guy here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is fine. You check this again. Come over here. Move forward. Right, so now there's an interesting concept here of I am looking to push the advantage that I have as much as I possibly can. So what we're actually going to do here is eat our... We're actually going to eat our tree at the moment. I just need to make sure I have houses. Otherwise, this is going to go very poorly. And the resources should come in nice and quick. And then once they're in, that's actually our power spike. So then we can push forward after the tree is eaten, basically, right? Okay, I think it's sort of time to make our move forward. Do I have Najar? Oh. Let's grab Najar. Change the tree into Najar. Doesn't matter. Get Najar in, please. Okay, back to food. Use our Yatsu to deal with this. If he doesn't want to fight us here, no worries. I will literally walk in here and we will take a fight. Okay, so at this point, I need to get upgrades. I'm more than happy to take this fight. If he wants to throw away units, we just take them. It's really, really good for us. And we're literally just gonna click on the town center because we have these super strong units that don't care. These villages are done. These villages over here are done. Grab our techs. He drops the Carnivore. Generally, you don't want to look at your main base while you're fighting, so we try and get away from that as fast as we possibly can. There you go, that's the town center dead. Now, I'm pretty much just worried about him getting his resources in here. At the gold mine, I think he will be just about pushing out for it. You can kind of see the timing that I picked was pretty specific on the attack on that town center. I was looking at about 8 minutes and 30 seconds to 9 minutes to be on his town center, to be attacking there. So if you, so long as you got that timing in the back of your head, these second town center ideas, they're going to be really, really tough for players of all levels to defend. Now, I've got all of this favor in the bank. Not sure what to do with it. Could go for... could go for some interesting stuff here, but... Okay, we're going to wander over this way. Alright, so now the final little bit of this is, while we're still macroing, it's time to be ultimate cheeky. We move forward, we put military camps on everything. And we just make sure we got line of sight on every single gold mine, because he is going to try it, so we don't allow him to try it. He is over here. This is fine. We can take this fight here. This is not a problem. Ooh, he's got himself actually some units that are a little bit difficult for us to kill inside of the Caraballister, so we better get ourselves some Javelineers. Okay. Need more wood, so let's do that. Let's get our upgrades. Now, because we've done so much damage here, the options... We could look for this fight with... Let's just get our buildings up. Over here, we check this. You kill that. You go here. Now... Armory, next page, makes sense. Grab this. Grab this. Go here. And I think we have got him gold stuffed. So now we're off to the next stage. I'm going to go for this one. Doesn't really matter which god you go for. He's going to try and grab his gold on this side. I am going to come up here and stop him here. Here he comes. We just run. Upgrades in. Upgrades in. Upgrades in. My armory is on super speed. Man, Fushi's so strong. Okay. Get some more of these guys in. And it looks like he is not here anymore. But I have the position. I'm happy. I put another barracks here. Put another barracks here. I put another barracks here. I mean, at this point, I could look to go and just kill him in the main base, but because he just, like, there's not really much for me to do here. I'm thinking a whole bunch of Tau TA makes sense. There's also the town center angle as well. So maybe a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. So we'll just switch our macro around. Grab the town center. Grab ourselves bottomless stomach. And then we'll just look to go and kill him in the main base. I'm happy to walk over here and take a fight. I still have lightning weapons, mind you. So when he's ready to take the fight, I've got that for that one. You note that I didn't try and use it earlier to get any small amount of value. It's very, very much important to look for the more consistent sort of ideas. That's an interesting watchtower there. So if he does want to take the fight here, this is something I'm very happy to do. Yep. Right now it will be this into this. Just a little bit of micro. I just clicked on my javelin ears to try and take out these guys at the back. And he will be gold starved here, I think. I got a lot of idle villagers, so we should get those sorted out. I think they're mostly just from the town center. And we can go into our Tao TA, which are amazing. To work. Gold star GG. There you go. So it's somewhat scary to play against the 2TC because you're always kind of on a timer, but as long as you have those timings in the back of your head and you know that what you're trying to prevent, your opponent goes for something, like for example, an early second gold mine outside of their base, well, you're just going to go and stop them from being able to get that early gold mine because they can't afford to be there. In fact, if you push them off and you don't even kill any villages, you're still getting value, you're elongating the game, and you're giving yourself the opportunities to get that gold starve in later. Yeah. But basically, I don't know how often you're actually going to be able to just walk in and kill the town center. I have an inkling here that he had a lot of resources in the bank when he lost his town center. Let me have a quick look. $930. He's got quite a lot of resources and I have 0. So you can see if he'd spent all of those resources on military, you'd see that and you'd get scared of actually coming in and killing this. And if you can't kill it, then it's fine because you know your opponent's staying in the classical age. And you go, fantastic, he's pumping units. Let's go for this idea with the military camps on all the gold mines and we get our gold starve that way. If that makes sense. So it's just another sort of game plan here. If this ends up not working, at some point I'm sure that the players are going to somewhat defend this. But even if this doesn't work, you can see that behind it, I'm still going to grab this town center. I'm still going to get my economy going as well. And even if I'm behind when I get it, we're still able to play a fundamentals game and maybe find a win later on. But I think for the vast majority of you guys, if you execute this correctly, you're going to find your wins. Like, this is just... It's just hard to play against this if you don't know... If you don't know what you're doing. If you don't have a game plan, you don't understand how to play your game plan, and your opponent does, then the only thing separating you is macro, micro, and you're good to go. So that's why these game plans, these sort of ideas with these gods, very, very strong. Definitely worthwhile giving it a go. All right, we'll get into the next one.